Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. And it does. Your voice definitely matters. And because your voice matters, we got to get ready. We got to get ready because now it's your time. It's your time. See, we sit in a privileged situation right now. We sit in a very privileged situation. We have Stephen Jones, obviously concerned about the fans. So this is the time to speak your mind. And any quality Dallas Cowboys content creator will discuss the pitfall of politics if they're serious about winning a championship. So y'all sit back, we go through it and talk about Competition Thursday. Oh yeah.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yep, it's back.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights to sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride for the win. Still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop a 9 month to month, still from year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a risk. Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my D-Day. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Let's get it, bro. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Man, welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
And I need all you executives, come on in and have a seat.
Do it again, again, again.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed, man. We gotta talk. 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 Coach Maul say tax check. Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. See, because I usually do competition Tuesdays during the season. But, you know, if I'm really doing my job, we got to talk about it now. We got to talk about it right now. Because there's some different things that I'm honestly seeing. You know, this show is actually very important. We got to talk about some of the things that I'm seeing in terms of competition. Because honestly, we got to get prepared to use our voice, okay? Because one thing we always been saying on this show is if you win the crowd, you win your freedom. So it's a lot of people that they believe that their voice don't matter. No, your voice matter. What it is we have to be saying the same thing at the same time. If we all saying the same thing at the same time, you increase the chances of the Dallas Cowboys doing it, especially now. So I'm gonna go through some different competitions. I got about 5 of them, and I just want to get y'all thoughts on this. All right. So we gonna start with. Let's start with the competition that's safety. Cause I've been noticing something that's safety. I've been noticing something, and I'm being all the way honest. To me, if I'm judging safety, to me, the young safeties look like they making the bigger plays right now. Yeah. And see, that's something we got to keep our eye on. Them young safeties, Israel, Wanye Thomas. Yeah. See, we got to keep our eye on that. Because I like Malik Hooker. I like Malik Hooker a lot. I also like Donovan Wilson. But I play ball, and I can tell you this. One of the most important things, period, is a safety or any DB that has a knack for getting the ball. And if I'm judging the first week, I have to give points to the younger safeties because they the ones coming up with the ball. And it's another thing too, and I'm being all the way honest as we talking about safety and competition Thursday. The younger safeties are looking like they are the dogs.
So you were close enough. You could hear some real back and forth. Marquise Bell at one point was covering something down the field in 7-on-7, and he goes, Dak tried to look down the field and ended up checking it down, and Marquise Bell was screaming the whole way back to the huddle. You want it, Dak, and you can't get it. You want it, and you can't get it. And Jordan Lewis, Malik Hooker were fighting back and forth about some miscommunication at one point. So bit of a chippy practice, but I thought Dak was really good yesterday. I don't know how good he was versus.
Yeah. I was focused on Marquise Bell, not Dak on that one. So now, and see, think about it. Just think about it. Dak Prescott is the bona fide leader of the squad. And the safeties are going at him. Yeah. Getting picks, making plays. Over the young bulls. Yeah. Israel. Right? Israel. We talked about this yesterday. Look at the fact that he get a pick on Dak, run the ball to Dak and throw it at him. Dak turn around like he want to throw the ball back at him. I'm talking about these boys is playing fearless. Like, man, forget Dak. See, think about it. See, I play defense, and I'm going to tell you, I love defensive players like that. I love F Dak. Now, obviously, you care about Dak as your teammate, but when I'm going against you, I'm gonna throw the ball at you. See, remember when Trayvon cussed out Dak? Yeah, that's what you want. You want a defense that go at the best players. If these dudes is going at Dak, do you think they go fear going at Aaron Rodgers, Jones, anybody else? No. Yeah, we talking about some bona fide dogs. Listen to my boy Izzy. Listen to my boy Izzy. Let's go. I do this. What you say? What you say? What you say? What you say?
Fucking go! I do this shit, nigga!
I do this. Some of y'all better not say it. Only he can say it.
Fucking go! I do this shit, nigga!
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, and then you got Wanye. Yeah. And see, when you got dudes who getting the ball, returning it to the crib, listen, y'all, that gotta get some people attention. We talking about pick sixes. We not just talking about making good tackles. We talking about game-changing plays. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not enough. Talk about this. See, because if you go win the crowd to win your freedom, the crowd gotta talk.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me.
Because the crowd loved me. Say it again. I need to say it again. I was the best because it wasn't because I killed quickly. It was because the crowd loved me. So crowd, get ready.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
Wake up! Cause see, the crowd need to be involved right now. Oh, see, ooh, let me clap it up for me. I'm gonna clap it up for me. Go, boss. See, cause I ain't hearing nothing about Green Bay. Enough crying about Green Bay. We in a new season, brother. We in a new season. It's time to get active. How you gonna watch and know that your voice matter and you're voiceless? You are the crowd. Your voice matter. So I'm just telling y'all, and I'm keeping it all the way real. I ain't pulling no punches, and I don't feel like playing. If you seeing some major playmaking going on, you need to talk about it because you the crowd, and you the key to some of these guys potentially moving out of the politics. Clap it up for myself. Huh. I'm gonna clap it up for me. Clap button work for me. Come on now. Yeah, my boss say parking fees. No. So, and this don't mean I don't like Malik. I think Malik solid. I think Donovan Wilson solid. Very solid starters. But I'm just using this as an example of keeping our eyes open for potential dudes who just could be better. I'm not going to continue to watch dudes get pick sixes and stay silent. I'm not going to watch Israel get 2 picks in one-on-one, go at Trey Lance and Dak and say nothing. I'm not going to watch Bell getting picks, going off, going crazy and say nothing. I'm just not going to do it. And you shouldn't do it. So this is the biggest key, especially pointing at safety. I want y'all to hear me out. This is the biggest clue when we talk about competition Thursday. Because it's very serious if I'm talking about competition right now. When I'm talking about competition right now, we got to get ready for these preseason games because now you get to get your eyes on it. But this is the biggest thing when it comes to safety. Even Malik Hooker already know. Listen to this.
I want to know, when I asked you this question, I want you to just say that honestly, the first name. Give me one of your young bulls. One of your young bulls that nobody's talking about.
Good question by Wes. Give me one of your young bulls.
That we going to be talking about in 2023. One of your young bulls.
And Wes said in 2023. So this was last year. This was around this time last year. Listen.
Yo, can I give you two? Give him two. Come on, let's go with it.
So Malik Hooker say Wes. Now this is the deal. I want y'all to pay attention. Wes didn't steer him in any direction. He said, just give me one of your young bulls. He didn't say offense, defense, safeties, corners. He just said a young bull. So basically, he left it up to Malik to pick anybody on the 90-man roster at the time. Just left it up. And then listen to Malik answer. Just listen.
All right.
Man, I don't know where to start, man. I'm gonna start off with Marquise Bell.
Okay.
He said, I'm going to start off with Marquise Bell. Now, this is last year.
When I tell you just the Marquise Bell man, when I tell you the level that they took their game this offseason, physically, like if you see Iz now, man, he done put on so much muscle.
Oh wow.
Yes. Man. I tell you, man, them guys gonna step in and people are gonna be surprised for what they do.
Y'all
I
here.
can't tell you enough, man. I'm gonna keep the secret to myself.
Keep your secret to yourself there.
Listen, man, hey, people better be ready to get out there and see them boys, man. They've been special this offseason. It's been special to watch them, man.
He said that last year. It's a whole new offseason. Them boys had a whole nother offseason to take another jump. And guess what? You seeing it. The problem is it's not enough people talking about it. It's not enough people talking about it. That's the issue. Listen.
Hey, y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? You know what I mean? You heard?
Yeah. They bring me back and everything. Cause this is my last year on contract and everything. But
contract year. Hey, and you gotta know too. We got some young guys. Izzy, all of those boys, man. Bell. I'm sitting there like, man, we loaded.
That's over. Like people, based off of how we played, the three safeties, they forget about those guys. He stepped in last year and you see he was out there dancing with those guys in the spot like it wasn't no sense out there, man. This is why we call him the Slim Reaper, because, man, every time he comes in there, he tells people, I'm supposed to be a corner, I'm supposed to be a corner. I'm supposed to be a corner, And he showed it last year a lot, man. Izzy, Bell, like I said, even some of the young guys, I'm going to give them a shout out to Wanye. We got a lot of guys in those groups that's stepping up for us right now, so hopefully you see a lot more DBs on the field for us this year.
No.
Say. See, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you, this is one thing I do for sure. I'm going to talk some football. And listen, if you really hungry for a championship, you can't leave no politics nowhere. You got to be very dedicated to the best man. Yeah, if you're trying to win it all. Yeah, just keeping it real. Yeah, Amp, you did right. That's why Kurt's not here. Them young bulls. Yeah, that's exactly why Kurt's not here. And I ain't got no problem with it. And see, this is real. Italian, this is why we gotta talk about this. Because this is true, what Italian just said. They do make everything political. Yeah, the Cowboys make a lot of political decisions. A lot. So, based on where you was drafted, has a lot to do with how many chances you get. How much they paid you has a lot to do with how many chances you get. If you one of they drafted guys versus a free agent, that has a lot to do how much rope you go get. So how can we be serious content creators and we spend no time warning about the pitfall of politics? Nah. We gotta spend some time on this. It's just what it is. You got to spend some time on this. So when I look at even Malik Hooker own words, right, where West Coast asks a very sharp, astute question, even when he say the young bulls to look out for is Bell, Izzy, and Wanye Thomas, we as the crowd should also be looking out for them, especially if they showing out in preseason.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
And see, that's why I ain't got no sympathy over people still feeling sorry for themselves over Green Bay. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody right now. I don't. I really don't. Because at some point, we do got to move on. It's like, nah, let's get focused on this. I'm mad. I'm still mad. Okay, cool. I'm cool that you mad, but get your ass up, man. At some point, it's time to get back in the fight. All this woe is me, mamby-pamby crying Cowboy fans. Yeah, I'm pissed too, but I got to get up. I got to get up. It's time to fight, man. Now, listen, are you DC for L or you DC for a moment? That's what I need to know. Are you truly Dallas Cowboy for life, or are you just Dallas Cowboys until you upset? Yeah, because see, if you really Dallas Cowboys for life, you go use your voice when you see, hey, I think some of these safeties might need to take out. Yeah. Or you go just kind of fold up, get under the covers and see what's going to happen. What kind of fan are you? That's what I really want to know. So that's safety. All right, I said I was going to cover 5 of them, so I'm going to get a little fast, so that took a little bit too long. I like what my boy Tal say. He say, so what, we punched in the mouth. Let's go. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I feel you. See, some people need to wake up. That's what I'm talking about. He said, yeah, we got punched in the mouth. Let's go. Exactly, man. Because, see, right now, the Cowboys need the crowd. Yeah. My boy with a super chat say, I've been pissed. Not the first year. Yeah. And I feel you. I'm still pissed, but at some point I gotta strap up my knuckles, take the water in my face, some smelling salt, and then get in the game and knuckle up. Man, come on, bro. What we doing? All right, so let me get to the second competition that I'm keeping a close eye on. And to be honest, I'm pleased with how it's going. Competition at center. Competition Tuesdays. Yeah, cause see, I'm paying real attention. I'm not faking on this. I have my ear all the way glued in to any source that's telling potentially what's going on. Because, see, it's one thing that's going on at center. It's a lot of fans that's in a rush to start Cooper BB. Yes, Cooper BB did bring world peace. He did. He was the only pick that it was unified love for the pick. Yet, at the same time, they are doing right by not rushing it. They are doing right. Yes, I said it. Oh, what you mean, boss? They need to start Cooper BB. No, they don't. They don't need to start Cooper BB until he cleans up. Because, see, people got to remember, center, in terms of game reps, is new to him. He got a lot of center practice. But center is new to him. So, do I believe he's going to be better than Hoffman? Yeah, I believe it. Should they rush it?
Oh, hell no.
This man is learning a whole new offense. That is nothing to rush. Nothing. Take your time, especially because let's keep it real. It's been some real reports that he was struggling early with the pads on.
Yesterday was the rookies, your rookie offensive lineman. Tyler Guyton was not with the first team. It was Chume Edoga. And then over at center, you had Brock Hoffman. And when Cooper Beebe, who interviewed with the G-Bag Nation yesterday, when Cooper Beebe was snapping during 7-on-7,
he was as accurate as Trey Lance.
Bad. It was not good yesterday.
So that's early. Now keep in mind this was last Friday. Okay?
It was consistently, it was shaky. And then there were times where it was bad. Like, I mean, just completely at their ankles or way up. It was not on target. And so still going through some, who was it? Was it Phil Costa used to have the snap head problem?
Yeah, the snap problem for sure. He also had short arms.
Yeah.
That's probably part of it.
And so you got Cooper Beebe still trying to come along with that. Guyton, still coming along, trying to get things in order, trying to make sure he knows where he's supposed to be. That was a big part of the good yesterday was, I mean, these kind of practices are going to show up for receivers and tight ends.
Yeah. Now, that was last Friday. This was yesterday.
Guyton looked fantastic yesterday. Beebe looked improved. That was encouraging. Man, if you get Tyler Smith talking about, boy, you don't normally see people that big, that light on their feet. That's what we say about Tyler Smith.
So we talking about BB right now, not Tyler Smith. But so let me just ask you a question since we're talking about competition. If early in practice, like last Friday, Cooper Beebe was bad, should you still start him? No. You only start him when he has truly earned it. Oh, see, y'all don't want to talk to me today. Y'all want to have some favorites and some old bullshit. Listen, no. It ain't about favorites. It's about make sure that he's ready. And I love the pick, but don't rush the pick. And I mean that. I'm happy to hear he was much better, but before you start him, I need him to string some good practices along. I need to hear this about 3 or 4 more days. And I need a good preseason game. Because center is new. Yeah, center is new to him in game situation. That is not nothing to rush because we love his upside. See, we talking about real competition. I don't have no favorites. My favorite is the Cowboys. And if my favorite is the Cowboys, I have to be honest. And if I'm being honest, do I believe that he have more upside? Absolutely. But does he need to work out the kinks first? Yes. So if anybody come to me and say, should he start right now? My answer is,
oh, hell no.
No, I need to see some good days consistently and a good preseason game, and then we'll talk about it. I be going crazy, bro, but I be keeping it real. All right. Now, this is the competition that y'all know I was going to talk about. Somebody say he earned it. What? Hold on. What? Hold on. Yeah, you have to explain that ratio. Oh, I see what you're saying, ratio. I see it. You already explained it. Ratio said, and this is real. See, this is when you putting the Cowboys first. He say, if we ain't playing politics, Brock gets the start. He earned it. Yeah. I'm still of that world to where you got to take that person out. I'm not giving it to you. You gotta beat him, bro. I'm not just because I think you got the upside. Well, you have to show me. Dirt some people. Like, listen, if y'all want BB to start so bad, he need to dirt some people. Your nickname is Dirt. Put some people in the dirt. Where's the highlights of him putting people in the dirt? They having one-on-ones, dirt somebody. Because guess what? Yeah, what did Tyler Smith do? Come on now. See, man, I'm going to clap for me because ain't nobody going to clap for me. I'm going to clap for myself. What did Tyler Smith do when he was a rookie? The first thing he did was pancake Osa. As soon as them pads came on, the pancakes and dirt started. Am I lying? Oh yeah. Am I talking to myself? Do y'all remember what Tyler Smith was doing out the gate? Out the gate. That boy Tyler Smith, out the gate. And remember, nobody was pancaking Osa then. Think about it. It was cats in the league that didn't do Osa like that. Think about it. Osa as a rookie didn't get done like that. And then all of a sudden, Tyler Smith come in there out of nowhere and bratow Osa. Yeah, so that's the challenge to his nickname is Dirt. Well, dirt somebody. If you dirt somebody, I'm a change my tune and say, sit down, Hoffman. Sit down. I like that you're a leader. I like that you a guy that's in all the rooms. I like that you a stand-up guy. But hey, you just don't have the upside. This dude is dirting people. He's putting people in the dirt. So move aside. But if I'm seeing dust, I ain't doing it. I need to see dirt. I need you to live up to your name. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And my boy say, and this is real. He said, I watch film break down to Hoffman, don't get no push off the ball for real. Cool. But I need them snaps to work. I'm talking about the basics first. Like, okay, I'm cool with the no push or whatever, right? But if you struggling to snap the ball, yeah, you still can't play, period. So if we stuck with Hoffman until he get his snaps down and his feet work down, then you gotta have a seat. That's just what it is. My answer is, I'm not just putting you out there. Nope. I need to see some consistent good day. Okay. I already said that. So let me get to what I came to talk about and y'all know I was gonna talk about this. Now, more people should be talking about this. The shoes. This should be a massive conversation going on in Cowboy Nation, but it is not. It is not.
Is it the shoes?
It's still the shoes, baby. It is still the shoes, and it is still not enough discussion on this at all. So since we talking about competition Thursdays, I need y'all to really listen to KNC Masterpiece from today. It gets kind of ugly. Let's just talk it through.
I'm out on Mazi Smith. I'm definitely one of these guys
Hold
that's
on.
like, I don't want.
Hey, look at his face. Wait.
I'm out on Mazi Smith. I'm definitely one of these guys
Hold
that's
on.
like, I don't want.
Hold on, Zach.
I'm done.
I have
Kevin.
read from a very prominent website that he is awesome and looks
I'm
unbelievable.
not going to
in training
dance around the topic. I went up to Patrick Walker yesterday before practice, and I said to him, "What is it that you're seeing from Mazi Smith?"
Wait, hold on. Wait. First of all, Zach Wilchuck, I love the boldness of what he's saying and how he's saying it. But don't put words in Patrick No-C Walker mouth. Patrick did not anoint Mazi. So this is the deal. When Patrick was talking about that he sees Mazi as better, he was saying that even before the pads was on. So he obviously wasn't great in his ability to take on the blocks because they wasn't doing that when No C said what he said. No C was talking about the things you can judge without the pads, like his get off being better. So I just want to be accurate and measure the Kool-Aid of what Patrick really was saying. He wasn't anointing Mazi. That would have been goofy. To fully endorse Mazi without the pads would have been like, and we all know Patrick don't move like that. Patrick is slow. Like, what I mean is he would rather be second or third and right than first and wrong. Like, he'll let everybody else get it out and he'll sit, think about it, digest it, and then he'll come out. So I just let's do it right.
I'm out on Mazi Smith. I'm definitely one of these guys
Hold
that's
on.
like, I don't want...
Hold on, Zach.
I'm done.
I have
Kevin.
read from a very prominent website that he is awesome and
So
looks
I'm
unbelievable.
not going to
in training camp.
dance around the topic. I went up to Patrick Walker yesterday before practice, and I said to him, what is it that you're seeing from Mazi Smith? And he told me, like, I'm not going to say Mazi's ready for week 1, but if you're trying to say Mazi today hasn't shown any improvements from this time last year, and I just kind of said, okay, I mean, I guess, right? Like, the Mazi of 2024 is going to be a little bit better than the Mazi of 2023. Sure, that's kind of...
But that's not what...
So that's the thing. That's what he said. He basically said he gonna be better than he was last year. So let's not make no big deal out of that. Let's just keep it real.
We're all hoping for,
I guess,
right?
I suppose. Like,
in your face, Wolchuk.
If that's your reasoning, then okay. But
yeah, that was his reasoning. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that reasoning. Yeah,
I don't want to ever put the bus label out there too quickly.
But you're out.
But I've seen more progress from Justin Rogers, a 7th-round draft pick, in a week out here than I have from Mazi in a year and a half.
I'm actually interested in that because before you go any further with that, does that mean that you think Justin Rogers is that dude, or you're just saying, hey, hold on, that's the low level that I'm competing with?
It's probably more so the competition level, but I do think right now, today, Justin Rogers is probably your best one technique.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Other than the coaches, Zanina
Very
and
true.
Pecco.
Man, Zanina's been all over Mazi, too, by the way. I had somebody else out here tell me Justin Rogers does everything better than Mazi Smith.
He does. And when you
on and off the field.
So as I'm listening to this is the first time I'm hearing this. Justin Rogers looking better than Mazi? Now, this is why I respect Zach Wilchuk. Because first of all, I'm going to keep it all the way real. Zach is a real... Listen, anybody that does them draft shows, they have learned to trust their eyes. See, Zach is different. See, when you sitting down with Nick Harris, Cal Yeoman, and y'all talking about draft every week, oh yeah, you learn to trust your eyes. And this is what I respect about Zach. Oh, my boy Amp say, and I didn't even know this, he say Broaddus said the same thing today. Yeah. So it's starting to be a lot of people saying the same thing, that Justin Rogers is potentially looking better than Mazi. Oh my God. Ooh, jeez.
Right?
When you watch him do defensive line work, you can tell. Like, the coaching staff's like, hey, good rep here, Justin. Good rep, Carl Davis. And then Mazi, they got to take a minute. And maybe some of it is, we've heard the mental aspect of things. I think Mazi can get very down on yourself.
You could see it out there, too.
One thing you can't teach is heart.
Say, man, Zach is speaking with a lot of conviction on this. I'm just not getting that vibe that Zach is capping. I'm just being honest. Zach is speaking like this is what it is. And he's a draft guy. See, I can understand if you just a media guy. But when you a draft guy to where for weeks and weeks and weeks you had to give your opinion on these players and analyze players, your eyes are very developed. Let me rewind this a little bit.
Mazi, they got to take a minute, and maybe some of it is, we've heard the mental aspect of things. I think Mazi can get very down on yourself.
You could see it out there too.
One thing you can't teach is heart, and I don't.
There you go, Walter.
That's an area I don't ever want to question when it comes to an NFL player. I need to see it from you, Maz. If it's there, show it, because right now I'm not seeing any of that.
Let me see that thing beat.
Yeah, rookie contract, and then that's it for Mazi. He does appear to be. He is down and not answering
You're in
the
this
bell.
boat already,
yes.
too?
So he's shocked. Yeah, because it's bold what they saying. It's bold. Very bold, but I respect it.
Yeah, rookie contract, and then that's it for Mazi. He does appear to be. He is down and not answering
You're in
the
this
bell.
boat already,
yes.
too? Okay.
The outboat.
Yes.
They're in the outboat.
That boy say the outboat. Woo! So competition Thursdays is boy. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Is it the shoes? See, but this y'all want me to be honest? Y'all want to be how can so many people raise concerns about Mazi and they still have not went out and got another DT?
Is it the shoes?
How can you actually have your first rounder literally being compared to the rookie 7th rounder and they still ain't went and got some shoes? I don't get it. I'm going to just be all the way honest. I don't get it. It's very frustrating to me. Cause cause when they want to, they'll go get some people. When they want to, Sam Williams went out 2 days ago. Okay, they got some replacements in here today. But when it come down to them shoes, y'all just still just some kind of way crazy. Yeah. See, y'all will go get some people. But man, I see you better watch politics with the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, boss, come on, just trust it, boss. Trust the process, boss. Come on, boss. Just come on now. No, these was the same people. See, listen, y'all. Come here. Let me talk to you. Come here. Let me talk to you. You. Come here. Let me tell you something. This was the same front office. I want y'all to hear me. This was the same front office that marched Gallup out there, limping, and sent Amari Cooper to the Browns. Boss, come on, just trust it. Boss, come on now. Have some faith. Trust them, boss. Come on, boss. Boss, trust. I see you super chat out. I'm coming to it. I promise you. Boss, come on. Trust them, boss. No, I would not trust people who literally said that we could not have kept Gallup if we would have signed Amari Cooper. I don't trust you. Our front office fall in love with our guys' philosophy. They will let the ship almost sink like the Titanic to be right. Gallup is retired. And our front office said, I think the fans, when they really get a load of what Gallup can do. Yeah. Now I have trust issues, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because you showing me you know how to go shop when you want to. Yeah, ain't it funny? Yeah. Sam Williams, go out. And then all of a sudden, y'all go shopping. Huh? But you don't know how to shop for no shoes, though.
You know, there's usually, big defensive tackles out there that you can pick up. I know the Eagles picked up a couple years ago, late in the game, and just feel like there's going to be some opportunities there at that position as well. To add something, to add some depth and some competition for camp.
I have a question. Are we in camp? Are we in camp? Are we? I'm just trying to see. Are we in camp? All right. Tyrone Church, so I'm reading his comment. I heard they're waiting till after the first preseason, and all this depends on Carl Davis. So this is why I got a major problem with that. It's two people that's suffering from their lack of action at defensive tackle. It ain't one, it's two. Mazi is suffering, and Nealon. I want people to know Nealon is having to play in the interior because they don't have enough. And that has been the case all the way back to minicamp and OTAs. It's still the case today. We needed DT 3 months ago. Wait until preseason? And you... So, yeah, Tyrone, I do agree with you. I think they waiting to see Mazi. But this is an altar. This is an altar that Stephen Jones built to his own genes. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. This is what's going on. He's in love with the idea of building through the draft, and he has a bad tendency to force it. We saw it with Gallup. Man, I got too many examples. I ain't gonna go through all the examples. It makes no sense to wait for preseason. You should already know from the first 2 or 3 days of pads where Mazi is. And let me just be honest. Just the fact that there's a real conversation of Mazi versus Rodgers. What the bro? Let me go ahead and get these super chats, man, because you boys are showing love, and I'm gonna come back to this. Y'all showing some love. I appreciate it. Take these super chats. Yeah, let's take these super chats, man. I gotta pause real quick because y'all loading me up. I appreciate that, man. All right, so let me pause and take. Yeah, DA Lee, I don't know what we doing, bro. See, this is why I had to stop and do competition Thursdays. You know what I mean? And y'all know I don't usually do competition Thursdays and Tuesdays this early. But we better see. This show is about getting the crowd ready. But let me take these super chats first. First, my boy Amp loaded me up. with a $5. He said, they also didn't grab a DT when Hankins hurt going into the playoffs. DT being treated like a bastard. And it's all to be right about Mazi. Yep. And they're drafted guys. If DT is a 3-year program, then how does a 7-round rookie look better than a first-year vet? Amp.
Another one.
Then my boy Amp with another one. The last thing I said on the Green Bay watch party was hold your head up. Yeah, it's that time now, Amp. Listen, I'm still upset about Green Bay, but now, y'all look at me. Head up. Head up. I'm gonna have y'all looking down my nose. Head up. Cowboy Nation. Head up. Head up, for real. Because guess what? It's time to start talking. Because the politics ain't gonna stop without it. It's not gonna stop unless the crowd stop it.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
So, win the crowd to win your freedom. What if the crowd is quiet? Craven Cowboys in the house. What's up, girl? What's going on? My girl Mickey, what's going on, Mickey? Good to see you, content creator, doing a thing. You doing your thing over there, Mick. But what if the crowd is quiet? What if the crowd don't have no courage like the Cowardly Lion? What if they ain't got no heart like the Tin Man? How are some of these players gonna win their freedom? And Tyrone Church, he say, to be honest, we need 3 tech and 1 tech. I think we need 1 tech more than 3 tech. Let me think about that. 3 tech. Let me think about that. One tech. Way over 3 tech. Yeah. And see, this is the thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even want to talk about defensive end. I don't want to talk about 3 tech. I don't want to talk about none of that. As long as Nealon is having to play in the interior because they don't have enough interior people, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just being all the way honest. I don't want to even waste my conversation because we over here with a nice outfit and some ugly shoes. Go get some shoes. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. Even if you right, Tyrone, and you my dog, you know you my dog. I'm just keeping it real though. I don't even want to hear nothing else. The neglect for 1 tech is crazy. At this point, it's crazy. Just the fact alone that people are having a serious conversation about Rodgers being better than Mazi. Oh no, we got a crisis. We got us a crisis. The next competition. Somebody say, boss, the owner doesn't like to wear shoes. The next competition. competition at left tackle.
If his name were not Trey Lance, had they not already sunk a 4th-round pick into it?
Hold on. Wrong clip.
I'll tell you what was interesting was the Chuma Edoga. We talked about how tweaked his back, had missed some time during the practice. Guyton goes out there, shows what he can do in pads, and there was a lot of talk of, all right, you've seen it now. There's no need to worry about it. Guyton is first-team tackle all the way out there, and yesterday it was right back out there with a bad back. Chuma Edoga was the first-team left tackle. And I'd said to Brian yesterday, I was like, project for me right now as it stands who you think is the starting offensive line week 1 in Cleveland. And he's like, at this point, he's like, I think it's right. I think it's Edoga. I think Edoga's starting at left tackle over Guyton week 1 because it seems like, I think if it was only up to Mike Solari alone, I don't think Guyton starts this year.
This year?
If it was only up to him, and it's not going to be. But I don't think that Guyton would start this year if it was up to Solari, because Solari is a guy who he places a lot of trust in veterans.
Oh, hell no!
See, the key thing...
I'll tell you what was interesting was the Chuma...
The key thing that Bobby said is if it was up to Solari. Yeah, I don't see that happening at all. So let me show y'all something that should calm everybody's nerves down, especially on Tyler Guyton versus Chuma. All right. So he's also somebody that still has to earn it too. Keeping it real. I also don't want him starting out the gate. Nope, I don't. I like how they doing him. I do. Make him push, make him fight, make him have to take that job. Don't give him nothing. Yeah. Hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. That's good. That's gonna make everybody feel a whole lot better. Let me just. I gotta pull it up. I wasn't prepared to do this, but let me find it real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all gonna have to just put up with the awkward signs. Here it is. I found it. There it go. There it go. There it go. So for anybody that's worried about Solari, man, don't worry about that at all. Because trust me, Solari will be overruled, especially on Tyler Guyton. Just listen.
Makes it difficult to keep Biotic. It makes it difficult to keep Pollard. And we just got a draft. I mean, we think we drafted 2 great prospects in Guyton and BB. And I think they'll step in and they'll do a great job in Guyton and BB. And I think they'll step in and they'll do a great job in Guyton and BB. And I think they'll step in and they'll do a great job. Our history says that we've drafted well, and I think they'll both step up. You hate to lose a Pollard, you hate to lose a Biotic, but
Solari, no, they go, especially when it comes down to this competition between Chuma and Tyler Guyton. And yeah, good point. My boy say, so Chuma has earned it? Yeah. Over Tyler Guyton? Yeah. Yeah. As of now. As of now. The guy who actually has some starting reps in the league, played in some games. As of now, yeah. I'm like Will McClay. Don't just give it to him. You show me in preseason under the lights that it's obvious who way better. Yeah. Put this in the arena. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't want BB or Tyler Guyton to start until the first preseason game. I want to see them under the lights. I want it in Rome. Put this in the Roman arena. Put this in the Gladiator. Yeah. Put this in Rome. Now, once you ball out in Rome, ain't nobody gonna beat me on, okay, stop the stupidness. Get rid of Chuma. This is goofy. We saw Tyler just kill people in that preseason game. Okay. It was cute, Solari. It was cute. But the tape has spoken. So I want to see at least one game before you just start him. Yeah. And this is the main reason why. I want my rookies hungry. I want my rookies trying to take something. I don't want you to give them anything. I want them to be fighting and crawling and having trouble sleeping because they want it so bad. I want them anxious to show the world I am better than Chuma. I don't want to mess that up by just giving it to them. Since we just talking about competition Thursdays. That's my thoughts on that. Like, for real. And I stand on that. Now, this is the competition that I'm going to be honest, that I'm greatly so far disappointed. Ooh, I'm disappointed in this competition right here. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am frankly sick of the coddling and the babying of Trey Lance. It is nobody treated like a baby more than Trey Lance. It is people talking about wind, people talking about he throwing high because it's a slope. People saying, well, Dak, he didn't used to practice well when he was a rookie. Trey Lance is not a rookie. And I'm honestly disappointed because I wanted a better Trey Lance, because I also know a better Trey Lance was going to bring out a better Dak. But Trey Lance so far is not even close to keeping his end of the bargain. Because we're not talking about a good day, then a bad day. We talking about continuous reports of bad days. And now we starting to see continuous clips of bad clips.
If his name were not Trey Lance, had they not already sunk a 4th round pick into him, we'd be having discussions about Trey Lance needs to be released. If his name were not Trey Lance, had they not already sunk a 4th round pick into him, we'd be having discussions about Trey Lance needs to be released. If his name were not Trey Lance, had they not already sunk a 4th round pick into him, we'd be having discussions about Trey Lance needs to be released. He has been that poor. I was walking by with somebody on the beat yesterday, and they were like, I think Trey Lance is the 4th best quarterback here after Scott Tolzien, the quarterback's coach. It's just, he's not, and it's troubling stuff. There are times you see athletically, okay, I see it. The way he moves around the pocket, the size, like, there's stuff there where you go like, okay, there it is. But when it comes down to the arm talent, does it look any better to you when we've been out here? Does his arm talent look any better than Dak's?
Yes.
I don't think it does.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, just judging by his overthrows.
I don't think.
Listen, yesterday I thought was easily his best day, and he was not good. He was not. See, okay, now are we talking about in the individual workouts or in the team?
Period. I mean,
you two are loser football people. You're watching the offensive line, defensive line guys.
Oh, I watched Trey Lance the whole practice.
I do nothing but watch the quarterback. I don't care about all those other 50, however many guys. I don't care about that. I care about the quarterback. He was
not a finish.
He was much better in the individual.
Hey man, I gotta give Sean credit. Sean run a tight ship. He is very focused on quality production. That boy say, let him finish. Quit talking over him. Sean, boy, he run a tight ship. Like, listen to Sean. Sean, like, man, shut up, Bobby. Let the man finish. Listen.
Offensive line, defensive line guys.
Oh, I watched Trey Lance the whole practice.
I do nothing but watch the quarterback. I don't care about all those other 50, however many guys. I don't care about them. I care about the quarterback.
He was let him finish.
He was much.
Say, man, Sean don't be playing, bro. Say, shut up. This is radio. One person at a time.
Better in the individual portion where he's just working with either throwing the nets or throwing the receivers that are uncovered. You know, just like he was much better there yesterday than he has been the previous days. The moment you get defensive players on there, he does not process the game fast. He is missing. I counted at least 6 times where if he just let the ball go, that guy was wide open by the time the ball would have gotten there.
He on the 2 interceptions, I don't know what he saw or didn't see. He stared down both times the defensive player. The defensive player was almost never out of his vision, stood there the whole time. That is the most aggressive tunnel vision I've ever seen of a quarterback reading the field.
He does.
And that's saying something because we do have Dak Prescott here, who that is his biggest problem reading the field is he just does not see sitting defenders a lot of times. This is, remember the quarterback vision cone from Madden?
Yeah.
This is a like spaghetti line of vision. He cannot see anything outside of exactly what he's looking at.
This is one of the problems when you have somebody coming in the league, and it's changed a little bit over the years, but this was one of the issues where there was a stat we did back when Cam was drafted. Guys who hadn't seen over 1,000 snaps in college didn't perform well at the NFL level. This is one of Parcells' 11 quarterback traits, right? He wanted to have a quarterback who was at least a 3-year starter because you see everything. Trey Lance has seen no football in his life, and it just doesn't. He does not process the game fast.
Very disappointed. But yet, I'm still going to be careful. And all of us need to be careful. Trust your own eyes over rumors. All rumors. Because the rumors have overwhelmingly been, because we're hearing some wild stuff right now. We're hearing stuff like Mazi is not even looking as good as Rodgers. We hearing that Trey Lance is looking like a bum. We hearing some very wild stuff right now. So if we, as the crowd that's going to work to win the deserving players' freedom, we have to be careful that we don't fall for the wee-woo, because some of this could be some wee-woo.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee-woo, wee-woo.
Let me give you some examples. Y'all heard about that fight? Y'all remember the fight? Everybody, ooh, the Cowboys had their first fight. Our first fight. Ooh wee. It was a fight. Y'all remember that?
Hey, let's go,
So I heard about it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, where the fight? I don't see no punches. What fight do y'all see with no punches?
Hey, let's go,
I see pushing. I don't see punches. But what was all the reports saying? Oh, they had their first fight. They first fight. They first fight. They first fight. They first fight. It was everywhere, like an echo. Like, listen, I'm gonna show you right here. Listen.
And then our first fight of practice, who was it?
Yes, it was Kalen Carson and Brevin Spanford, which it is never a good sign when Kalen Carson, who I think is losing about 40 pounds on Brevin Spanford, the tight end, man, he turned around, ripped him to the ground, got right on top of him, and he was ready to brawl. But it was a chippy practice.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
So I'm looking at it. Now, this is all in the context of being careful. Because, see, a lot of people will say a lot of things. And sometimes people just saying it wrong. I'm just being all the way honest. They might not even did it intentional. It was a fight. Let's look at it from another angle. You tell me what was going on. What was really going on? What actually made that excellent by both guys? What was really going on? I'm gonna see how good your eyes are. I'm gonna show you one more time. This is an eye test. You got it, Mickey. You got it, Mickey. Mickey hit it dead on the head. Mickey like, boss, this easy. Don't play with me.
Get out.
What was really going on? They was going for the ball. That's what was going on. It was one of those bang bang plays where you had a tight end who had his hands on the ball. You had a corner who had his hands on the ball, and they was fighting for the ball. Not with fists, but with tugging for it, which made it look like a fight, but it wasn't a fight. It was two guys who was having an excellent practice because they had game intensity for practice. I gave both of them boys an A+, but because that's the type of effort for the ball that you want to see from a practice. But how was it described though? It was described to be a fight. And they was really, truly only fighting for the ball. It was no punches, nothing. When it's a loose ball, that's how it's going to look. A loose ball is going to draw a lot of energy. But it was no fight. It was no fight. But how was it described? Oh. And I'm talking about everybody. They had their first fight. Man, it wasn't no fight. It wasn't no fight. What's my point? It's even with all the rumors, the bad rumors on Trey Lance, I still barely trust it. I barely trust it. I've been hearing stuff and it been sounding bad, but my final judgment is gonna be when those lights come on. See, the real test of is Mazi as good as Rodgers is when those lights come on. That's the real test. The real test of if Trey Lance better than Cooper Rush, or Dak, is when them lights come on. When them boys are sitting in the Coliseum and the entire crowd gets a chance to render judgment.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
So even with all the reports, this whole show is really honestly getting us ready for the lights. Because the fans are the one that's going to have to render the final judgment of this competition. Not who the media say, not who the coaches say. What do your eyes say? Who's really better between Cooper, BB, and Hoffman? The lights will decide. Who's really better between those young safeties and those veteran safeties? The lights will decide. We're finally getting to the point to where we don't have to listen to media and listen to the new media insiders and the reports. We're close to a week away of not needing a damn soul. But my couch, my eyeballs, and my film. And then I'll tell you who the best. Yeah. Then I'll tell you who the best. This is another reason why we got to be careful.
Look, I think these practices are showing, kind of unsurprisingly, a lot of them typically do. The receivers are really standing out in this one. Racey McMath, Tyron Billy Johnson, they continue to have really good camps.
But yesterday you said you were terrified of the receivers. Yesterday you said you were terrified of the receivers. But yesterday you said you were terrified of the receivers.
They need to get that CeeDee Lamb contract done. That was one of the big takeaways I had yesterday watching them in pads is none of these guys are getting open. None of them. I mean, look, yesterday the thing Tyron Billy Johnson was getting praised for from the coaching staff was the 2 interceptions he broke up. That was almost picked off. Good job, Tyron, fighting.
Isn't that amazing? Today,
I'm terrified of, like, in general, when they get out into team period, like the lack of weapons. I think in individual stuff, winning one-on-ones, they flash. Racey McMath, I think, has had... Look, I think these practices are showing, kind of unsurprisingly, a lot of them typically do. The receivers are really standing out in this one. Racey McMath, Tyron Billy Johnson, they continue to have really good camps.
But yesterday...
So that's today. That's today. And Sean was like, wait a minute.
You said you were terrified of the receivers.
Yeah. See, that was today. So this was yesterday.
They need to get that CeeDee Lamb contract done. That was one of the big takeaways I had yesterday watching them in pads is none of these guys are getting open. None of them. I mean, look, yesterday.
What's the point? Am I trying to make Bobby Belt look bad? Nah. The point is, and this is just keeping it real, things can change. I can tell you from playing ball, sometimes you have good days and bad days. This is all still going back to be careful. Trust your own eyes over rumors. Because one day, the receivers was looking bad. One day, man, we need CeeDee Lamb, but these balls is not getting open. The very next day, boy, these receivers is, killing. Dak looking good. Good day, bad day. It can be sometimes just that simple. It can be, he could be right. One day they was looking bad. The next day they was looking good. It was times to where, as a cornerback, we killed the receivers. So if you was a media person and you was watching us, we getting interceptions, we taking it to the house, we talking cash money to the quarterback. We throwing the ball at him. Everything we was seeing from Izzy, I've done. Throwing the ball at Dak. Yeah. One day you throwing the ball at Dak. Then the next day, Dak is going crazy in the red zone at you. It's practice. So we all need to be careful to just go on with the rumors. Even the bad rumors we've been hearing on Trey Lance. I'm being fair and balanced on this right now. I'm being fair and balanced right now. Now, from the clips that I've been seeing and the film that I reviewed on Trey Lance, even when he was at San Fran, do I think he go come out and just go crazy? To be all the way honest.
Oh, hell no.
But does he deserve his chance under the lights? Yes. So, the Dallas Cowboys training camp politics. We have to be very, 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 first of all, careful. But second, you also have to be very, 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 very bold when you see what you see. Because your voice, when you see what you see, is the true key to the deserving player winning their freedom.
I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
I will win the crowd. I will give them something they've never seen before.
You can't win no crowds if you're a scary, dumb fan base.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Love, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, grand to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows, can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.